Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to define a 0 to 1 path that you can follow to master competitive programming. We have divided this whole roadmap into 5 stages: stage 0, stage 1, stage 2 up to stage 4, depending on the different requirements and different steps that you have to follow in each stage, and then only you can go to the next stage. So in the stage 0 we are going to talk about the prerequisites that you need to know before doing CP, like the basic knowledge of a language, some DSA topic that you need to know before doing CP. In stage 1 we'll cover it as gearing up for CP. So we are going to tell which specific algorithms that you have to learn in order to do CP and participate in contests. In stage 2, I'll tell you some beginner level contests that you have to participate on CodeChef and then on Codeforces, and what are the best practice to master there. In stage 3, we are going to talk about the next level coding contests, which are some specific companies like Quora, Google, or some other companies. We are going to talk about that. In stage 4, I'll tell you how to build your CP profile, how to improve it, and how much is enough for you to score good marks and get selected in top product based companies. So let's start the roadmap. So yeah, before we begin our roadmap, let me explain you a brief difference between coding and what is competitive programming. A lot of students are confused in it. Solving a problem by writing a code is coding. So a simple way, if you write a code to solve any problem, it means coding. Okay, while the competition of that coding, which means when you are competing with hundreds and thousands of people across the world, or in any context, in a company, in a college, or any limited scope, then that competition becomes competitive programming, in which you are compared with other coders in the form of how much time you have taken to solve the problem, the memory you have taken, the test case you have passed, and etc, etc. So by this definition, any coding platform like HackerRank, GFG, LeetCode will become a CP platform, because if they conduct a contest, they become CP. Okay, but in Indian context, if we mean that you are doing CP, then only two platforms come for it, that is CodeChef and Codeforces. Many a time students, I ask them like, are you doing CP? So they yes. So I ask which platform you are using, so they HackerRank. So HackerRank is not it's a great platform, but it is not taken into context of CP. CP starts from CodeChef and then Codeforces. So don't get confused in this simple definition. If you ask me in one line why I should do CP, so ratings and rankings of CP are referred by companies while recruitments. If you are a student from tier 2 or tier 3 college, like lots of companies don't visit your campus, you have to apply for off campus, so it becomes even more important for you to do CP. Okay, because if college companies are coming to your college, so they will evaluate on the percentage and the written and the interview. But if you are not able to apply to them, not able to go for written or interview, like how will you get selected? So you have to do CP. So let's start. So let me give you a brief explanation of different stages. In stage 0, I'll tell you what are the prerequisites you required before starting CP, like basic knowledge of a language and some question I will recommend you to do. Stage 1, you have to gear up for CP from basic programming. What else you have to learn, I'll tell you, so that you become ready for start doing CP. Stage 2, beginning CP, start participating in different coding contests and how to do in a structured manner, we are going to talk about. In stage 3, we will take your contest to the next level. You were there on the beginner level in stage 2. In stage 3, you will be on an advanced level. In stage 4, I'll tell you how to enhance your profile and how much is enough for you to get selected in different companies. So let's talk about the stage 0 prerequisites for CP. First, you have to know any language. So there are 3 language options for you: C++, Java, and Python. If you want to do CP very dedicatedly, so C++ is the best option. There is no language better than that. If not, you're not happy with C++, you can also do with Java. A lot of students do with Java. If you want to make a career in data science, then you can do in Python. But the most preferred and recommended language is C++. So you should be able to comfortable to write a decent language, a decent level of code. So how to learn? If you want to learn for free, let's say you want to learn C++, I'll tell you some of the YouTube channels that you can follow. C++ tutorial for beginners. So the first channel you can follow is Code with Harry. You will see their playlist of 74 videos. It's very helpful. If you want to study, you can study from that. Second is Apna College. So they have also made a decent animation.
Okay guys, this is Boy Mantra. आज वीडियो में हम launch करने वाले.
So you can watch that. Okay, for C++, these 2 channels are good enough. If you want to learn Java, let's look at for Java. So for Java, you will have Code with Harry again and Telusco. Telusco, this guy, Reddy guy, sir, has taught very nicely. So what you have to do, you have to go there and watch some 10-20 videos, okay, so that you get comfortable in it. If you want to study for Python, I will recommend you 2 more channels. Same Telusco for Python and Code with Harry for Python. These are 2 channels are enough. I have watched many of their videos, so I can recommend you them. So now when you have started some basic, then you have to solve 40 basic problems like palindrome, prime number, factorial, etc. So which platform you will go for? HackerRank. HackerRank is a coding platform which organizes lots of contests, coding questions, and lot of companies also hire via HackerRank. So it's also a very important platform for you to practice and learn. So what you have to do, you will go skills available for practice, C++, Java, Python, both are all are available here. Go to C++. You have already studied videos from YouTube from Code with Harry or Apna College if you want to study. So you will go there and start doing these problems. So I will do. So these are story based problems. You have to understand the story, the input format, the output format, and then you write your code in C++ here. So after doing it perfectly, you go to the next question. Basic data type, conditional statement, and so on and so on. You keep attempting these questions. There are around 40 to 50 questions here, and you can attempt all of them if you want to do for Java. Same process. Go to skills for practice, Java, and do question one by one. These are very basic questions you will be able to do very easily. And Python, again, you can go skills for practice, select Python, and all these questions. So do at least 40 questions. I think 40 questions will be more than sufficient. You will be very comfortable. Do also some problems of pattern like Pascal's triangle, Fibonacci series, or different patterns that you are aware of. In these videos only some data structures like array or strings will be covered. Just study stack more so that you get easily able to do. In algorithms, you have to do DSA part. You have to do very basic DSA in this prerequisite. Algos, you need searching, sorting, and greedy. If you ask me where do I study these basic levels, so my code school is the best platform. It's in English, but it teaches you very nicely. So data structures library playlist is there, 42 videos, pointers, sorting algorithms. So you will find 100 plus videos here, and these will be more than sufficient to teach you the basic concept of that DSA. Okay. So practice at least 60 problems topic wise on LeetCode for DSA at this level. So what is LeetCode? LeetCode is another platform which is mostly used for learning DSA. It's not there for coding contest much as such. It's mostly for DSA learning for specific companies of Amazon or Microsoft. Any specific company you want to practice, you go to LeetCode. So for DSA learning, we recommend it to be the best platform. So go to LeetCode, sign up, standard sign up with email, etc. You can check our video which gives you a brief introduction of LeetCode. Okay, so go to the problem section. You will see there are around 1700 problems. All will be listed here. Okay, so you have to go to the tags and start from arrays. Select array. You will see hundreds of problems there with different difficulty level, easy, medium, and hard. Start with easy, like to sum, you go to the easy problem. Understand the problem, what it asks you to do, and go to this section, select your language and solve it. Okay, so one problem done, then you go to second problem, third problem. Once you are able to do hard level problems in any topic, that's good enough. So you have to solve at least hard level problems, then only you will be ready for CP. So you can just find these questions here. So 60 questions you have to do. So you will next find you have done from array, do at least 15 questions, then go for string, do at least 15 questions in string. Okay, after that you can just do stack or any other greedy algorithms. You will also find sorting questions here. So by this logic you cover all those problems here. So do at least 60 problems on LeetCode. You can do even more, but at the basic level that's more than sufficient. So in this stage you have to solve at least 100 questions. So don't skip these questions and directly jump to the next step, because a lot of students do this mistake. They directly go into CP, they find it difficult and they leave it. So first do these 100 questions. You can also do more questions if you want, and then only go to the next stage. Okay. In stage 1 we are gearing up for CP. So far we have discussed the prerequisites that you need to know before beginning up gearing up for CP. You need knowledge of some additional algorithms like sieve of Eratosthenes, Euclid's cadence, Boyer, Moore voting, so different difficult names. You can just read. Don't go by my pronunciation. KMP, Algo. Okay, so you have to do some tricky questions like prefix sum, NGE to left. You may also learn some additional data structure, try segmented. So how do you practice and check questions for each? So there is a list called Striver's CP list. So Raj Vikramaditya is a very famous YouTuber. So he is given this very helpful list. So in this list you will find topic wise question. Let's say you want to do for prefix sum. So he's given you 7 problems that you can do for prefix sum, and you can open that URL CodeChef, Codeforce, different platform links he has given. So if you want to study topic wise, you will take questions from here. Sliding window, binary search, prime sieve, segmented sieve, prime factorization. This is also an important math related problem that you need to know. Constructive problems, bit manipulation, greedy algorithm, divide and conquer, stack queue, string, trees, graphs, dynamic programming, disjoint, SQRT. So he has covered almost every topic that you need to know for doing CP. So you can practice these questions by going on this link. So there are around 170 questions here. So I hope you are able to do them. It will take you at least 35 to 40 days, even if you are doing 5 to 10 per day. Okay, 5 questions per day. So it will take you around 35 days. Okay, so that's more than sufficient to cover the theory level. Next is solve at least 130 more on CodeChef with different difficulty level. I've told you CodeChef is the platform which is considered for CP, the beginning platform for CP. So you have to come here on codechef.com, sign up, create your username, password, Facebook login, etc. Simple process. So first you will go by search problem by tags. If you think you don't know enough problems of topics here, so you can also go here, search by problems by tag. You will find different tags here if you want to do for dynamic programming. So you can see 500 questions are there, and you can directly go do dynamic programming questions right here and learn them. Okay, so but this is not what I would recommend. I would recommend you to do practice problems by difficulty level. So this is what I want you to do, because theory तो आपने यहाँ पे सीख ली. You have learned all the theory questions here. Now you have to gear up your competitive or logic building skills. That will only do when you do tough problems. So you will see 4 categories here: beginner, easy, medium and hard. So you can see first problem is ATM. So there are 1,30,000 submissions, 20% accuracy, which means 5 times more students have submitted. So that's around 6 lakh submissions. It's a very popular problem. So you can just go there, understand the problem, what it wants you to ask. So if you have done around 170 questions here and 100 questions in the previous segment, so 270 questions you have done. So this question will be pretty easy for you to solve and just understand and solve in the IDE. So you have to do 130 questions here. So there are 4 sections. So do at least 30 questions in each section. If you want to do less in beginner, you can do reduce the number here and do more in medium or hard. So do 30 questions here, then go to easy. Sorted by successful summation. You have to do most popular questions, life, universe and everything, factorial and everything. So do 30 questions more here, then go to medium. Same, sorted by successful, highest on the top. Okay, so do the byte, Landian, gold coins, marbles, root 30 problems here, then go to hard. Sorted by clicking on it. So highest, most successful will be on the top, which means it's most popular. So you can see the submission has decreased, which means these are difficult problems and lesser number of students are able to do them. So do 30 in each, so it will be around 120, 130 problems. That will be more than sufficient. So in this stage, we have discussed how do you gear up for CP from doing basic DSA questions. So I have given you a list of 170 questions of Striver that you have to do topic wise. So every topic has certain set of questions. Then I have given you 130 questions that you have to do on CodeChef, which are on the basis of differing difficulty level. You can do more than that as well, but I think 300 total questions in this stage are more than sufficient. So 100 questions in the basic DSA part, 300 here. So 400 total questions you have to do before moving on to the next stage of participating in competition. Lot of students make this mistake. They skip this 400 part. They do some 50-60 questions and directly go into the competition, and they are not able to do because questions are really difficult. So I recommend you to do at least 400 or even more questions than that. Then only start competition, which we are going to discuss in the next stage. In stage 2 beginning CP, we will start with some beginner level coding contest that I'll tell you how to participate and which one to select. Okay, so let's go back to CodeChef again. In this we'll go to the compete. So there are three major challenges of CodeChef which are famous. That is cook off. So it happens every month and it is 2.5 hour contest where you have to solve different kind of difficulty level. So ByteDance is also hiring via this contest. So this is also relevant for lots of company hiring. So it will happen on 24th Jan, 25th Jan, 2.5 hours. Okay. So you can participate in that. Second contest is lunchtime. It's a 3-hour contest. So lots of questions will be there that you have to solve. Okay. So participate in this contest. It's of 3 hours. These are all short contests. There is a longer contest called where it is January challenge. Okay, so that's also called long challenge, Jan long challenge. So it's a 10-day challenge where you have to solve the problems. So video tutorials to the problems are uploaded on YouTube, so you can also check them on a later date once the. So how do you attempt these contests? So you have to just go select the contest, be ready at which time it is starting. So if there are 5 problems, so make sure you solve at least 1 or 2 problems out of them. So initially it will be a bit difficult for you to solve. Okay, so you have done, let's say 5 questions are there and you are able to solve only 2. So when the contest has ended, go to the editorial where you will see the solution and hints for each question, understand them and solve them again. Solve those problems after understanding the editorial. So 2 you have done on your own, 3 you have done by seeing the editorial. When you go to the next contest, second contest, you might be able to do 3 out of 5. So do 3 on your own, check the editorial for the next 2, because here you are learning. So they have just giving editorial for each. Okay, so you will get an idea what you have to do in that. So once you are able to do at least 4 to 5 contests, then you go to Codeforces. Codeforces is the next level of CPU platform. This is globally renowned and a lot of people refer it for references. Though there are 2-3 major contests here. One is contest series global round and education round. So you will see all those concepts here. Same, you can also virtually participate. You can just check on different contests, current and upcoming. Jan 25 it will start, so you have to wait for that. Okay, so it's a very important platform, Codeforces, but don't jump directly to it. Do at least 4 to 5 contests on CodeChef. It will take you around a month, okay, to do 4 or 5 contests, then go to Codeforces. If you want to practice for Codeforces, there is a website called A2OJ Ladders. It's a very famous website which will help you practice accordingly your need from different level, div A, div 1, div 2, div 3, different level of programming, 50A, 50B on the basis of rating. So you can practice here. If you want to practice some algorithms, learn more, so there is a website called CP-algorithm. So you will see lots of algorithms here. Let's say task approach managers algorithm. So you have to go to the algorithm, read it properly, see 1 or 2 implementations. Okay, so this is the next level website that you need to refer for learning these algorithms. So participate on as many contests on Codeforces you can, 4, 5, 10, 20. Keep participating when more and more contests come. Securing good rank in this contest will boost your confidence and make you ready for more difficult contests. These are all basic beginner level contests. Okay, initially don't go after rating. Try to solve as many. In this stage 2 you don't have to focus on rating. Try to solve as many questions you can, pass all test cases and boundary conditions. This is most important, and learn from the editorials. Okay, so once you are able to do at least 10 contests on Codeforces, 10 is more, so you can just do 4 5 on CodeChef, 7 to 8 on Codeforces, then you are ready to go for the next levels, next stage. So in stage 3 you have to step up your CP game. You have to take it to the next level. You have to participate in contests like ACM, ICPC, IOI, IEEE Extreme. Continue participating in regular contests of Codeforces. So these 3 are very famous, globally renowned contests. ICPC is the most famous. Its rank, regional rank, is very useful for you. Okay, next is Google Kickstart. Google is Kickstart is a coding contest by Kickstart, as evident from the name. It conducts 8 rounds every year. After in every 1 or 2 months, you will see the first round this month is happening on March. Okay, so if you get a good rank in that, like under 100, under 200, so it's a high chance that you will get a call for interview from Google. So take it very seriously and do it with proper preparation. You can practice all the previous rounds question to get an idea. Hacker Cup by Facebook is another. Contest of other companies like TCS, Infosys, Code Nations are organized yearly and biannually. So you can participate in that. Code Vita, Code Agon, Hack Within 5. So Code Nation contest is live now. Registrations are on. You can apply from them for them. We have shared the link in our WhatsApp group. Quora programming challenge is also live now while I'm shooting this video. Okay, so if you are in second and third year, you can get internship through these contests. Like Code Nation is also hiring for interns. Quora is also hiring for interns via their platform. Okay, if you are in final year student, you will get direct interview call. Like Code Nation is also hiring for full-time role, and Quora is also looking via these contests. So a lot of contests happen in every 2-3 months, so you have to keep participating in them. In the next stage, now you have to enhance your CP profile. Lots of students ask me like what is the good ranking that you get on CodeChef is enough. So if you ask me, at least 5-star on CodeChef is enough. On Codeforces, at least expert is enough. So these are good enough. Like if you add it in your resume and apply in some company, so this is very good for impressions. Okay, once you achieve them by participating in lots of contests, how exactly you achieve that, then we have created separate video for it. You can surely check that. Once you achieve it, then focus on maintaining it. So your ranking will not be in itself enough, but you need at least this to get at least considered in good companies. For higher rating, don't just participate in easy contests. It will give you temporary high rating, but also participate in डिफिकल्ट एज वेल, बिकॉज लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट प्रेफर यार इजी कॉन्टेस्ट है, अच्छी रेटिंग मिल जाएगी, बट ऐसा नहीं होता, वो टेम्प्रेरी रहती है. थोड़ी डिफिकल्ट कॉन्टेस्ट में भी पार्ट लो ताकि आपको स्टेबल रैंकिंग मिल सके. ईच क्वेश्चन हैव सम रेटिंग. लेट्स से इफ यू आर कंफर्टेबल विद 700 रेटिंग क्वेश्चन, देन ट्राई विद 800 or 1000. So keep improving your bar 10%, 20%, 30%, and by that way you'll be able to improve your ranking and ratings as well. Must visit editorials after contest and try to solve. I've already told you. So keep repeating this process, more contests, and keep adding difficult contests. So let me brief you again. First, stage 0. Prerequisites for CP: learn the basic of a language. C++ is most preferred. I've told you, YouTube channel like Apna College and Code with Harry you can prefer. Solve at least 40 basic problems on HackerRank. Learn basics of DSA. My Code School is the best platform. 60 problems solve at least on LeetCode by tag-wise. Gearing up for CP, you need to know additional theory topics. You can just check the Stiver sheet and study each topic from there in a structured manner. Practice at least 130 questions on CodeChef. Okay, stage 1 is over. Stage 2, participate in 4-5 contests on CodeChef. Participate on 6 to 7 or 8 contests on Codeforces. Okay, in stage 3, go to the next level of contests like ACM, ICPC, IOI, IEEE Extreme, or contest of Kickstart by Google or different companies. Stage 4, keep improving your ranking, and you can just refer to this part again. So let's talk about some resources. This is the Stiver's CP problem list. You can find it here, or you can just Google and you will find it. YouTube channel Take You Forward is by Stiver only. Aditya Verma creates very nice videos. It's slow. You can just do 1.5 or 2x and watch them with ease. Rachit Jain also created some helpful videos. If you ask me, some book, Algorithms by Robert Sedgwick. It's a good book. Introduction to Algorithms. Corman everywhere is aware of it. CP Handbook by Laxonen. If you want to ask me some DSA books, so you can follow Narasimha Karumanchi in any specific language. Codeforces ladder, a2oj.com. Ladder is good. CP algorithm for advanced algorithm. For DP, you can follow Aditya Verma. I hope I have covered all the necessary information in these 5 stages. So you will find the PDF of the stages in the description below. Google Drive link will be there. So go and read it again. If you miss any point, if you have any other query, ask us in the comment section. Please don't miss any stage out of it, because we have carefully thought through and created a best plan. So I know CP takes time. It won't happen in a month or 2 months. You have to give at least 6 months to 12 months to at least 2 years to master it. You might see a lot of videos where students say they have done it 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. So it happens. Like, some people are genius, but in an average, it takes you a lot of time. So if you need more guidance, you can join our WhatsApp group. Link is there in the description. You can connect with us and we will help you in your CP journey. So all the best for your journey.